Hey there, what is going on, fellow fans of Clash of Clans, and thank you so much for stopping by Clash of Clans Attacks for Legends getting 3-starred. Yes, the pain is ultimate, the pain is brutal when you are at Legends League and you've tried so hard to get that beautiful purple shield, and then somebody comes in and completely wipes out your base. Now, I have warned people about this open base design, but check it out. In a recent episode, I talked about the lonely golem phenomenon, and that is exactly what has happened to Jeffrey Poe right here. Those golems are lonely in those outside enclosures, yet somehow, someway, even with giant bombs taking out so many of his wizards on the inside, things are going to go just right. And there is a key, a turning point to this attack that'll happen in just a few seconds. So we watch closely. He's on his way towards the inside, getting over into that town hall enclosure. Every single spell has been used up, and here comes the Eternal Tome from the Grand Warden. And at the bottom of the screen, just off the screen, that lonely golem working so hard. And here it is, right there. It gets through the wall, and look what happens right here. The lonely golem, no longer lonely, reunited with its Clash of Clans family. The joy, you can just feel it coming through the screen. And of course, the Queen, the Warden, they're super happy because now they have a tank in front of them, and that right there is what causes this attack to turn from tragedy to triumph. Yes, 3 stars is imminent as these heroes are completely protected by that giant rock, and that is going to be what causes a 3-star win right here. Only a few units in the core, the rest of the units have worked their way on the outside. Now the other lonely golem at the top of the screen also broke through. It's going to do a little bit of damage, but it doesn't have nearly the support that this golem did. And there, another giant bomb goes off, but the Queen and the Warden working together hand in hand, making the King extremely jealous. Just think about the fact that almost every single attack after the King goes to sleep, the Queen is hanging out with the Warden, who is much younger. Look at that. The Warden's just a teenager. The Queen is 40. She is a cougar. I'm telling you, she is absolutely not behaving, although she's behaving for Jeffrey right here as this attack is about to wrap up, and it's going to be 3 stars against Adele. And she's not screaming hello. Okay, maybe that's Adel. But in any case, not working out for this defense. The open base design has been overcome by lonely golems who reunited just in the nick of time. And here it comes, the end of the attack, the Royal Cloak, and 3 stars for Jeffrey Poe, and a massive 29 trophy win. For our next replay, we have a legend in his own mind. No, I'm kidding. It's a legend from Lost Phoenix's North Coast. While he was out visiting, found another Legend League player, Sub-Zero from King's Rock, and yet another open base design. People are just not listening to me. They're not getting the point of this is not the way to go. Now, in this open base design, check out the interior. You'll notice a key component of this layout is going to cause the 3-star. That archer tower right there, that archer tower is going to draw the golems in. And of course, they go from defense to defense. So rather than the golems going towards the outside, kind of splitting and forming a Y around that town hall enclosure, they're going right down the center as the jump spell, the rage spell go down. There is the freeze spell, and there is the giant assault. Everybody on their way in towards that town hall enclosure. Those clan castle troops don't stand a chance as it's just a massive invasion right down the middle. So this base not serving its purpose right here, and it doesn't usually serve its purpose, but it's going to be worse than usual for Sub-Zero because he is going to suffer Sub-Zero trophies. The Queen, the King, and the Warden all on the inside, and this time the Queen hanging out with the Warden again, the King kind of keeping an eye on her, and here comes the Warden over the wall back into the center as the 2nd-star Town Hall, 56% damage, and units are working their way out the back. So unlike the last attack, this time the units do have to deal with that last wall to try to get the exit strategy to get to the remainder of the buildings that are on the back side of this base. On that last attack, they didn't really need to. They went around the sides. This attack, it did cause a lot of damage from those archer towers, from the wizard towers on the outside before they could get through. And there goes the Barbarian King, and that leaves the Warden as the only hero that still remains. And it doesn't look like really much, but just a ton of witches. And the witches and the skeletons are going to be enough. Right there, Giant Bomb gets the skeletons, but not the witches, and that was key. The other key is there is very little splash damage remaining. You can see a mortar at the bottom right of the screen, but that is about it. And with the Warden still at full health, he is going to help those skeletons and the witches last a little bit longer than they might normally. And really the only thing stopping this from being a 3-star win for North Coast is going to be that mortar. It's embedded behind a couple of other defenses. Will there be enough witches? Well, you know there will, because this is about 3-star wins. So there they are, working their way in, skeletons all over the place on the outside and on the inside of that outermost wall, and that works out to help get those structures that were out there as well without a lot of range damage going on. And as the archer tower goes down, that means the mortar is next. Overwhelmed by the skeletons, that mortar will fall relatively quickly, and that is going to put this attack at 89-90% damage right there. But another wizard tower, more splash damage, is left behind. So a lot of units, this really taking a long time, where normally you'll see the heroes just melt through those last structures. This is such a slow crawl, just a gradual, torturous defeat for Sub-Zero, and I can almost feel North Coast's anticipation as he's hoping he can get these last 5 structures out of the way. Lots of skeletons left, and the Grand Warden, again, because of that long-ranged strike that he has, so far away, not taking a lot of damage. There he is, going after the lab first, then the Tesla. Finally, the Wizard Tower is going to go down. It focuses on him, and that gives the skeletons a chance to build back up. And there it is, the last structure, North Coast with a 3-star win over a Legend League player for another massive trophy take of 31. Now, as much as I'd like to say that Lost Phoenix members are out handing out 3-star losses left and right, sometimes, well, we're on the receiving end, and this time it's LPJ Thrift. That's right, he's so dedicated to the clan he renamed himself LP, and he's not even running with an open base design, so this attack a little bit surprising. Also, check out the 2 multi-targeting Infernos. So many things going for J Thrift here, but it just is not going to work out for him. Now, that Clan Castle defending Golem might have cost him a little bit, but I don't think that's enough to turn the tables to cause this to be a 3-star. He had all 3 of his heroes ready to go as well. Now, the attacker with slightly higher level Warden, but that again should make the difference. So right here, you've got a well-executed attack and a little bit of luck, just like you saw in the first attack when the Lonely Golem reunited. It's luck like that that really can make the difference in a raid. There goes the Eternal Tome pretty early. I like that. I'm actually liking the Barbarian King's Iron Fist in combination with the Eternal Tome, because then you have 5 seconds of a bunch of immortal enraged barbarians, and there's got to be some sort of acronym for that. That would be the IEB. The IEB Foundation, the Immortal Enraged Barbarians, moving in, and that's going to help take down that Town Hall for the first star, 47%, 49. So here comes the second star, and really right here, it's the Golem leading the way in front of the heroes, in front of the witches and wizards, that makes all the difference in these 3-star wins. Even the wizards at the top of the screen on the outside are being protected by that Golem on the inside that is drawing all of the fire. And again, we are seeing primarily one group of troops that is going to annihilate the remaining third of this village. So the maxed out Queen, the maxed out Warden, a few witches, and a Golem leading the way. Now, oftentimes, it's these walls right here that are going to slow things down and prevent 3-star attacks. But you saw that Wizard Tower was under construction. Units are through the wall. Again, such a big group, breaking it open for the Golem to lead the way again as the other ranged units hang back just a little bit. And that is really the key to victory right here. The Golem doing melee damage, the remainder of the troops doing range damage, so it's just natural that they stay behind just a little bit and let the Golem protect them. And it is about 82% damage where we finally see the last Golemite fall, and units all over the place, one single wizard. How many structures has that lone wizard destroyed? At least a dozen, it seems, all along the outside of this base. Just one solitary wizard, one of the more heroic wizards I've ever seen in Clash of Clans, going after structure, continuing its path of destruction around the outside. And there you can see the Queen taking some damage. The abilities are all used up, but this base is all used up. And the last structure, where is it? Way at the top of the screen. Just a single mortar. Kind of unusual to see that structure being the last to go. But sure enough, there's one mortar left. Everybody on their way through that last wall to get there. The Queen with plenty of health, plenty of time. And there it is going to be the 3rd star for Hildy 06 of War Heroes over LP J Thrift, and 21 trophies stolen away. So thank you guys again. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed those replays. We see so many more legends than we used to. We're definitely going to see more 3-star wins, losses, and fails. And I hope you guys are ready for more in 2016. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day with me. I hope the rest of your day is absolutely fantastic. Now get out there and make every attack a full attack.
Galadon, what's got into you? What are you putting in your coffee?